Welcome everyone, I'm Dr. Janine Bowring, naturopathic doctor, and today I'll be sharing some anxiety hacks, and I have 6 great ones, so stay tuned right until the end of this video where I share my favorite hack that you probably haven't heard for anxiety, so stay tuned for that. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. Make sure that you're subscribed and you click that bell to turn on your notifications because we upload every single day. So let's get right to it. So the first anxiety hack that I have is to distract yourself. So if you have a lot of things that are around you that are triggering you in terms of your anxiety and your nervousness, and maybe even going down the road of a panic attack, try to trick yourself into thinking about something else. So whether that is scrolling on your phone, on your Instagram, or checking out a new YouTube video. TikToks are always fun because they're fun. And just get your mind off of what is causing you to go down that road of that anxiety. And I'm telling you, I've done this myself, and this is incredible. It just sort of flips a switch in your brain, switches your focus, and it will really help for curing and especially in the moment helping with that anxiety. Hack number 2 is to do something called a breathing technique for the vagus nerve, and this is something that I shared in my episode called How to Trigger the Vagus Nerve. And this is a way to, again, the vagus nerve is the longest nerve in the body. It's our 10th cranial nerve, and it really starts at the brainstem and goes right down, touches all of our important internal organs and reaches around and is connected to our intestines. And this is why that gut-brain connection and that reaction can be, and that's why in times of anxiousness we can feel like we have to run to the washroom. Well, that's because this vagus nerve is sending those signals back and forth with, what's going on with our anxiety. So really important that we can actually calm down our heart rate. We can actually trigger the vagus nerve to squirt out some acetylcholine onto our heart, and what that does is helps to slow down our heart rate. So the way to do this, which I've shared in my other video, is to inhale gently for 2, then you're going to hold for 2, and then you're going to exhale for 4 counts. And by focusing on the exhalation, that's what's helping with your parasympathetic nervous system and helps with that squirting of that acetylcholine onto your heart to help to decrease that heart rate. So please try that out. I'd love to hear in the comments how that worked for you and really helped. I've already had some feedback when I shared this on TikTok and how this has really helped a lot of people to help to get them out or through that panic attack or that state of anxiety. Hack number 3 is to ensure that your magnesium and your calcium status in your body is where it should be. We know that magnesium helps to relax the nervous system, and this is really important, but it does work along with our calcium. So having that right balance, and of course, if you've heard me speak before, I like to take magnesium in the morning because it helps with our metabolism, and calcium closer to bedtime because this helps with ensuring proper absorption of our calcium, but also helps with the release of our melatonin for a great night's sleep from our pineal gland. So that's the way that I recommend. Magnesium and calcium ideally are not taken at exactly the same time in the same supplement because you want to maximize the absorption of each of them. So by spreading that out, that's how you can do that. Hack number 4 is to decrease your negative inputs. So I know that there's a lot of negativity out there. So whether that's negative comments on your social media, maybe that's the news and all the doom and gloom that we hear in the news these days, decrease your exposure to these negative inputs. Maybe it's a friend or a family member who's calling you and who's telling you all of this negative stuff, whether it's about their health or their situation or what's happening. Yes, we have to be there as friends and as loving family members, but to a certain point. And if it's starting to have a negative impact on your anxiety and your stress level, then it's not healthy for either one of you. So maybe you have to put up some boundaries there and decrease some of that exposure to those fearful or those negative inputs. And certainly if you have the ability to turn off the news, then turn off the news. Yes, we need to hear a bit about what's going on in the world, but click that button, turn it off so that it's not having that negative impact on your health. Hack number 5 are my favorite herbal medicines that help with anxiety and helping to relax the nervous system. So some of my favorites include valerian, which is really, really helpful at calming down the nervous system. Also, skullcap is one of my favorites, and it naturally helps to decrease that anxiety in the body. Lemon balm is another one, a beautiful flower and plant that really helps to decrease the anxiousness and the panic attacks. And also passion flower is another one of my favorites, which is a great way to naturally decrease that anxiety, and what I call that hot wiring in our nervous system helps to just bring everything down a notch, which is so important for our overall health. And you stay tuned right until now. So my 6th hack, and this is my favorite one. So it's using acupressure points. So certainly if you see an acupuncturist and you have anxiety, then they will probably use these points in terms of your treatment. But here's some of my favorites. So liver 3 is one of them. That's actually at the top of your foot. So there's a little crevice at the top of your foot where your first toe and your second toe meet. And there's like a V there at the top of your foot. So if I were to point at mine right here, that would be roughly where it is. And you know, the equivalent on my hand would be about here. There's a valley right there. And if you press there, that's a liver point, and it's known to really help with decreasing anxiety in the body and helps to calm down the nervous system. And you'll feel it if you're pressing there, if you've got some liver congestion in terms of, you know, the TCM acupuncture meridians and the chi, the energy flowing through those meridians. If you have some bit of tenderness there, that's pretty normal. But just by massaging that out and just using little circular motions on that point can really be helpful for anxiety. And you can do this for up to a couple minutes, little circles with your finger, a great way to help to release that anxiety, that nervousness, and even in the midst of a panic attack, if you can grab your foot and do that or get someone to help you, it will really help you. Another acupuncture point is called yin tang, and that's right between the eyebrows. So just by doing little circles here, this will also help to alleviate that stress and anxiety from the body. And another one that I love is Shen Men, and this is an ear acupuncture point, and we can see it here. So in that upper portion of at sort of that first little crease area, you can see the Shen Men, and that is a master point for helping to decrease anxiety and stress in the body. And the great thing about this is that even, you know, if you're in public in a stressful situation, nobody's really going to know if you're just kind of rubbing your ear, massaging. You can even press on that point, a really great thing to do that nobody necessarily needs to know that you are helping yourself and that you're struggling. But I'm telling you, it's remarkable in terms of pulling you out of that anxious state and really helping you on your journey towards better health. So I hope this video helped you, and please give me a big thumbs up. I truly appreciate it. If you do have questions and comments, please leave them below in the video here. And if you're new here, make sure that you're subscribed and turn on those notifications by clicking that bell so you always get my newest and latest uploads. We upload every single day. And remember to always take care of your good health and to do it naturally. Thanks for joining me today.